Tuangazie taarifa za spoti sasa, na nikuwa uchaguzi wa kamati ya Olimpiki ya kitaifa ambao ulikuwa umepangwa kufanyika leo katika hoteli ya Hyatt Regency mtaa wa Parklands umehairishwa tena. Sababu kuu iliyotolewa ni kuwepo kwa wasiwasi kuhusu uhalali wa baadhi ya mashirikisho yanayohusishwa katika mchakato wa uchaguzi huo.
The series of decisions rendered by the Sports Dispute Tribunal (SDT) between 10th and 18th June 2025, presided over solely by Honorable Alan Moller. The implied decisions exposes a dangerous and unprecedented pattern of legal bias, procedural manipulation, and undue suppression. By way of illustration, number one, for example, it's singled as judge determinations in sensitive disputes. All decisions involving NOC's electoral disputes were rendered by one member alone, that is Honorable Alan Moller, despite the weighty and far-reaching implications involved. These include the case of triathlon and handball federations, case of squash Kenya versus Kenya Squash Rackets Association. All were determined without a panel of at least 2 members, raising serious questions about impartiality and quorum. There's manifest bias against New Dawn affiliated federations. In each case, the ruling systematically dismissed legitimate claims by federations affiliated with the New Dawn coalition. We saw Kenya handball, triathlon, judo, volleyball, table tennis, cycling, taekwondo, and others, while upholding or protecting the status of rival federations or candidates aligned with the entrenched NOC leadership. For example, in SDT SC case number E27 of 2025, the member ignored affidavits of board members supporting the president of Kenya Triathlon Federation and declined to interpret the NOC constitution in favor of voting rights expressly reserved for either the president or secretary general. Instead, the single member upheld an informal and constitutional election rule requiring joint signatories. There's a disregard for doctrine of exhaustion and access to justice. In SDT Appeal number E029 of 2025, this was for the 14 federations, Honorable Alan Moller dismissed the appeal on grounds of prematurity and arguing that the Electoral Congress had not concluded its role. Yet, in previous rulings, he himself had failed to compel compliance by the same Electoral Congress. This circular reasoning blocks access to justice, creates a procedural trap, and ensures aggrieved federations are bounced from one forum to another with no...
The General Assembly, we were not able to proceed with the last agenda item, which was election, because of, at that point, there was a court order which had directed that 4 federations then must be included in the National Olympic Committee elections. So we adjourned the matter to a later date. We were able to engage on the court matters, which have been multiple cases, and the High Court, which had then put an order we do not proceed, lifted the orders, and that gave us room to be able to proceed. Unfortunately, just when we were about to schedule another date, we lost our colleague, the late Mr. Otula. And so we agreed as an executive to suspend the time or to extend the time so that we could complete the barrier arrangements and then proceed with the election. That has since been done, and we gave notice of today's meeting. And we knew, because there was no court order barring us in any way in terms of proceeding, while the matters proceeded. A lot of them were concluded. Some were concluded yesterday. One other matter, we got the orders this morning, and so we were ready to proceed with the elections. Unfortunately, we got an order which has given no room to be able to proceed. This matter has been filed in the Eldoret High Court. We are not able to proceed with the elections as an executive.
Taarifa hiyo, mtazamaji, bila shaka